What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Sands of Salazar. We're gonna continue off where we left, and while we was away, I was grinding with my unit, and as you can see, I'll pull up. Everybody level up quite a bit, and my unit's up as well. Grind them out. Right now, I'm trying to get more wolves for my unit, for the units to grow, but as you can tell, I couldn't really find, a way to upgrade them because I needed to have, I need to increase the number, basically, essentially. So right here, I was in this village and I had this quest of looking for a doctor for this guy that I saved from a bandit camp that I raided. And while I was here, I saw that there's a little girl here, right? Her name was Ruzen, and turned out she was part of the quest that I agreed to. Did a letter from her father. Her father was also a venturer, but he was searching for the secrets of the Black Suns, and I thought it was cute how she read the letter upside down. Pretty adorable thing. So when I finally found out the behind these temple ruins, I asked him, if what was charged. And you see for a code 100, illness 800, but then I asked him what was some life at stake, like a broken bone and such. And he was kind of hefty for his price. He charged me about like 800, and he said that's a bargain right there. I'm like, that's a bargain? So I skipped that real quick, and I went around trying to see if I could find anything to try to lower the price down. But at this point, I'm like, I gotta do it to help this guy out. So then I paid for the 800, and now we had to lead him the way to the camp that I raided for the man to be healed. So it was this camp right here that I came up, and I saved the guy right here around this corner, and I asked him, can you fix him up? He said, yeah, he got him. And it took a while for him to hit him up. So after the doctor guy has done his business, I asked the guy who he was and such. He asked me why I saved him. I asked him, listen, bro, I just came here because I just did it for just a giggles. Basically, he asked me if I wanted people who after his ash armor, and apparently he and his brothers were getting chased by bandits by this item that they have. They're from Noah Empire, so they hit it before the bandits could get to them, and they kind of mutilated one of his mans to get him to talk, so they'll look for the ash armor. But obviously he didn't talk, and since I saved his life, he figured that would be the reward to the location of his ash armor. And as I was coming up to the location where that blue stone is at, there was also where the quest giver for the father of the daughter who I delivered to. I basically did kill 2 birds, 1 stone. That was simple. So after that, we got done with him. I saw trying to find my way, try to get up to that blue stone to get the armor. So when I got to the blue armor right here, I started digging right here and to get to it. But as I started digging, suddenly a group of bandits. I appreciate the guys that he mentioned that were also after his ash armor. So obviously I need to fight him with my unit. Now you guys see my unit was kind of small, but not weak nonetheless. Although I noticed how the freaking my unit was dying slowly, and I think because of the archer. So I immediately got rid of the boss, and I started pushing through their line of defense, pushing through their infantry, and trying to get to the back where all their archers were. Because what I think will happen is that since their unit were beefier as my unit, their infantry will hold off my unit until the archers could whittle them down to low health. So that's why I made urgent to push through, try to get to the back lines and kill the archers. Now after that, it was good armor, excellent craftsmanship from the Mecha Age. And when I got it, y'all can see this shit give me better health, better evasion, better attack speed, and influence 3 tier of burn onto the enemies. So obviously I equipped that and gave my my Black Space Brawler the armor as well. Next, I went to the valley right here for the Snoria. In this quest, I remember that there was this girl who asked me to bury this leaf that had her wish written on it, because she said that if you bury this leaf in the deepest part of this valley, your wishes will come true. And so the rumors goes. So I figured, hey, why not? You know what I mean? Now, she had told me what was written under. She was written on her leaf. My fault for saying under, but not, yeah, like it was a big deal. You know what I mean? Like I just did it right there, but then I kept on exploring. She was here, and I saw there was another Inferno demon right here. So usually I had to fights. You know, these bosses are not that impressive. Now this fight was easier than last time I fought in Inferno though. Last time I almost died. Now when I got done with the quest, she obviously blood, so me it was her probably wishing for someone like her. That was my to my conclusion of the quest. Now this quest right here, this scholar was telling me to go check out this other valley too. Apparently there's like a group of fucking giants living up there. But I'm not sure. Supposedly they're also like stars, opening gates to another world. But he wanted me to confirm it. So I went up there and finding these giants. They were kind of a bit more beefier, a bit more squishy. So they were kind of a little bit harder, but not as much I can I could take care of. Now after this though, when I got to their boss though, I'll tell you that his balls are kind of hard. Thank God I got some of these stats moves to make sure I was up and ready to go. Cause when I got to the top, he almost killed. I think he would have killed us. He does would have killed us. And you gotta see, like, look, he almost demolished my blacksmith brawler. If I didn't step away for a little bit, so have him come after me, he would have killed my blacksmith brawler. All right, and from there, I got his attention. My brawler blacksmith just got behind him and to attack him while he thinking it's me. So then when I came out and returned the quest, something kind of caught my attention around here in this village. This girl named Jada. Oh my God! When I tell you, look at her, man, she is good. Immediately, I'm like, this girl, I want to party. Like, she knows, and I like that fit of hers too. So I try to see if I had a gift for her to win her favor, but I didn't have any gifts, so I see that might well try to do an errand. She asked me to deliver a letter within 3 days. I told her it's not a problem. So I accepted the quest, and I can't wait to have her because I think she's like one of the cool Chinese martial art characters, and I kind of like that. You feel me? Those are my favorite type of female characters that I see from video games and anime. Like the kung fu. I don't know why the kung fu girls are always the coolest ones. So next quest we had to go to is to the lava around the village that I got in earlier levels. So obviously the chief was saying that there was some ghosts going around this lava, and of course, no doubt it would have to be these infernos. So with the armor I had, I knew that it wasn't going to cut it as much, but I was still doing a good amount of damage with the ability I have, but basically return to a fucking blade. Alright, I'll really just mowing you guys down. So after this, we got to see what was the cause of who were summoning all these infernos, and come see it was this lady, some mage lady right here. She obviously had just going around and summoning the infernos for evil, malicious intent. That's and then she's already calling it up, and when dealing with her, it wasn't that hard. Very easy fight. She did some meteor art. Well, I'm like, damn, that's got to do a lot of damage to me. That's something I was worried. So when I got to her, finally, I was all good. Now, next quest though, when I finally returned to the dude, first I need to put his fucking mouth. Like, yo, what the fuck, bro? He was just in shock. So next quest was me finally finishing the quest for this cowardly warrior. Now, remember last time, he was telling the story about how this brave warrior that he was called his brother in armor basically, that he was protecting him during the war back then with the Daikin. So what he told the Brave Warrior that, yo, I have a sister, I have a grandfather back home, and they're really man priority you. I'm gonna protect you so you get back home, bro. Make sure you're all good. Alright, you're fine for someone to get back home to. So it's basically in the story, he was telling that this guy was just protecting him, and he was just only one left alive. And you can see the chief, he kind of got scared a little bit because like how the enemies got them chasing and shit, and he lied about getting reinforcements. And that's when Brave Warrior called him out and said, "What the fuck you doing, bro? Come back!" And obviously every man from the soul at this point. When the Brave Warrior realized that, man, it was sadly he knew that, yo, bro, I need to go. He told the Cloud Warrior to get on out of here. So he about the way by him trying to escape. But obviously he didn't want to do it. But because he lied to this guy, then he had his sister, grandfather waiting for him at home. Of course he left and left him to die. And ever since then, I think he had the guilt of not being able to talk to someone about this. Like he wanted to let out his his frustration or his insecurity of just leaving a man to die for his own selfish turn. And lastly, we got this guy who was, him and his partner were both in an argument about how to train a horse back in the day during the war. But because of the argument, it caused their friendship to be ruined, and thus he asked me to search for his friend to deliver the letter of forgiveness so that he can forgive him, because you can see they're both dying at a old age. And that was everything I had to do on my to-do list. I hope next time you guys join me in Sands of Salazar.